Well, our storm team alert coverage continues in Town and Country this morning.
5 on your sides, Holden Kowicki joins us now live at AAA in the call center there in Town and Country, where it's all hands on deck ahead of this winter storm. Holden?
Well, that's exactly right, Rennie. Now, if you look around behind me, you might not think that, but AAA, they're no strangers to situations like this. They have people working here in the office, they have tow truck drivers on standby, and they also have people working from home to answer your calls in the event that you have a slide-off out there. I am joined now by AAA spokesman Nick Chabaria. And Nick, I was just mentioning it, you guys are no strangers to storms, but how do you really get geared up for a storm like this?
Well, we certainly make sure we have folks on standby and that are ready to go. It's especially going to be a challenging weekend, we know, for folks that are going to be traveling for the holiday. During the year-end travel period, we expect to come to the aid of about 20,000 drivers between Missouri and Illinois. Certainly we know that the storm is going to exacerbate that a little bit.
Now, a little bit earlier, we talked about some of the things you need to have in your car, such as a blanket, a cell phone charger, maybe even some kitty litter to help you get some traction. But for people who are out there getting behind the wheel, what do they need to know as they start driving in some of this winter weather?
Yeah, well, certainly, as the storm moves through today, you want to make sure you're slowing down, right? I mean, we're not quite sure. It might be some ice, maybe a little bit of snow on the roads. That's going to make things difficult. We also like to remind folks, four-wheel drive is great for the snow, not so good for the ice. It's not really going to help you if it is slick out there. So make sure you're slowing down, leaving plenty of room between you and the vehicle ahead of you.
And you actually handle, calls out of multiple states from right here in this room. How challenging can that be to service people to 3 states even away and make sure you get them the help they need?
Yeah, well, our call takers are trained to make sure that, they can pinpoint where folks are at and get the right people out to help them. It's also great, again, that we do have call centers in multiple states. There's that much more manpower to step up during these difficult times with the weather.
And Nick has actually been telling me all morning long the #1 call that they get this time of year is actually for dead batteries. So that's something you're going to want to go ahead and check. The other thing you're going to want to check, make sure you check the live road conditions. IDOT and MoDOT both do a fantastic job of keeping that updated. And MoDOT's actually going to be giving us an updated on their winter weather plan today at 10 a.m. Reporting live in Town and Country, Holden Kowicki, 5 on your side.
Thanks so much, Holden.